everybody, my name is Citrus, and just yesterday, the first issue of a brand new Sonic comic miniseries dropped, Sonic Scrapnik Island, and I just finished reading it, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's super cool, and I kind of just want to talk about it. Maybe if this does well, we can talk about every issue as they come out. I believe it'll be like a 4-part miniseries, so as the issues come out, we'll have like 4 videos on it. But yeah, I've just been really excited for Scrapnik Island to come out. Not only because it's just been a while since we've had a new Sonic comic miniseries thing happen, but also just the premise of this one sounded so interesting to me. Like a whole spooky miniseries about Eggman's discarded robots featuring Mecha Sonic, a new E-Series robot, freaking Mecha Knuckles from Sonic Advance. There's a lot of potential there for story stuff and for references, and it just sounded super cool. Plus, it's being written by Daniel Barnes, who did the short story Weapons in the Sonic 2022 annual, which was one of my favorite stories in that issue, and was also about robots, and it was really good. It was a really interesting take on Gemerald and Omega. So having him, who wrote that, also now write this, which is also about a bunch of Sonic robots, it's a perfect match. It made me even more excited for the series to come out. And before I jump into the actual comic and talking about my thoughts and all that, I'm gonna try and be as spoiler-free as possible, but I'd still recommend you guys just go read the comic first and then come back to this video to hear my thoughts, because you just should. I'll just say it up front. It's really good. It's so cool. Even if you've never read the IDW Sonic comics before, you don't really need a lot of context, at least so far you don't need a lot of context, to understand Scrapnik Island, so if this looks interesting to you, I'd recommend trying it out even if you haven't read the main series. But anyways, that's enough intro. What do I actually think about the first issue of Scrapnik Island? It's fantastic. It's so cool. I think the first thing that really grabbed me with this miniseries was just the art. The art in this issue is so nice. You have Jack Lawrence doing the actual line art and the characters and stuff, and then Natalie Fordrain with her beautiful colors. She always nails the colors, and combining that with Jack Lawrence's style creates a really nice atmosphere for this comic, a really creepy atmosphere that you don't see a lot in Sonic, since it's generally pretty happy and fun and, not super scary. And even some of the designs for the Scrapniks were pretty unnerving. They were really, creepy. And it almost makes me wonder what a Sonic horror game could be like. And I mean, if we're talking about designs, Mecha Sonic, E117 Sigma, and freaking Mecha Knuckles all look so freaking cool. I know we've had their designs out there for a while. They're like design sheets and stuff and just images out there, but seeing them in the comic, it just hits different. It really makes you appreciate their design so much more, and they all look so cool. I want a scrap Mecha Sonic figure so bad. That shit would look so cool. And of course, it is a comic. There is a story going on, although the first issue is pretty light. It's just setting up how Sonic and Tails get to Scrapnik Island, how they meet the Scrapniks, and then teasing some stuff for the future, which is pretty exciting. There's some stuff that they're teasing that's getting me pretty interested. And just what they're setting up here really does have the potential to be probably the best miniseries that we've received so far from IDW, because while I enjoyed Whisper and Tangle and the Bad Guys miniseries, those were still, excuse me, I almost forgot, there's the Imposter Syndrome stuff, but all those were kind of tying into the main series and, adding on to it, whereas this really is its own little spin-off with its own unique twist. While those expanded on the source material, this is just telling a completely different story with a different theme, going for a more horror vibe. And I love it. It's super fun, and so far they've been executing on it really well with those creepy vibes, with the art that is just gorgeous and adds to that atmosphere with the story that so far is really intriguing, dropping little hints here and there about what's to come. I'm enjoying it a lot. But that's basically everything I've got to say on the comic so far. I know, pretty short video, but it's a pretty short comic and there's not a lot to say without spoiling anything. So I just wanted to make this to kind of spit my thoughts at you all, because after reading it, I was just like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Scrapnik Island issue number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, click that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Comment down below, what your thoughts were on Scrapnik Island number 1. If you've read it, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it. Also, comment down below if you want to see more comic videos like this. I don't talk about the comics too much on the channel, just because usually I'm talking about Frontiers or Sonic Prime or just whatever new Sonic stuff is coming out. But I really would like to talk more about the comics, because they are some of my favorite Sonic media that is coming out right now. And if you guys enjoy it, I'll happily make more videos like this. So yeah, if you want to see more comic stuff, comment it down below. But yeah, once again, thanks so much for watching. I will see you all later. Peace.